When the Elden Ring was shattered and the demigods gone mad with power, the Tarnished rose, wrenched forth by blessed grace to make whole the lands between. Among them, a determined toast who knows not of souls' games. Be still and bear witness to triumph, for this is her tale.
Hello, and welcome to Elden Ring! I'll have the chapter markers so you can skip my intro and go right to the gameplay. But for those of you who actually give a shit about me and what I think about these games and going into my videos, I don't think I have to explain what Elden Ring is, but it's an open world action fantasy RPG, I guess I could call it that, from the developers of Dark Souls. I never played any of the Dark Souls games. Nothing really appealed to me about them except the lore, because I generally am not attracted to games where the main talking point about it is that it's difficult. Bloodborne was really the only one that looked like something I would have played because I just really liked the aesthetic. Still, I found the whole thing around it being hard and it being a challenge and that being its pull kind of a turnoff. The main reason for that being time. I've said this before, but as an older gamer whose, profession is not gaming, I don't get to just sit here and do this all day. My time is very precious. So my days of sitting there hacking away at a boss for 4 hours are long gone. So, having said that, why am I playing Elden Ring? I love RPGs, and it's new. Again, if you've been here for a long time, you know that my favorite genres overall are RPGs and shooters. Now, the reason that you don't see me play really a lot of RPGs on my channel is because they take a long time. And the last one I played was either Skyrim or Fallout 4, whichever of them came out more recent. I think it was Fallout 4. I think that released after Skyrim. So the fact that Elden Ring is this fantasy RPG, that's my number one reason for wanting to play it. The Dark Souls games already being so deeply ingrained in the gaming community was something that also put me off. That's not the case with Elden Ring. Elden Ring is an entirely new world, an entirely new story. We're all going into this fresh. And so I basically said to myself, listen, I haven't played, a long form RPG in a very long time, and I would like to again. I might as well start with Elden Ring. Now, here are the disclaimers for the channel. I'm not playing through Elden Ring as a series. I'm just gonna post videos every now and then. And I wanted the first video to show the beginning parts of the game so that you can see, things like character creation, whatever. That's something that we can all experience together. And then maybe I'll go out into the world a little bit. But after that, really, any episodes that I post, it's just going to be random. Number 2, if you do not know me, which some of you do, I don't like help. I like to sit down and experience a game in full from top to bottom without any external influence, because that is the most satisfying and fulfilling way that I experience games. I'm not one of those people who wants to bring other people into that experience and say, hey, give me a tip on how to get past this, or hey, what do you think is the best character build, or, looking up a guide to find out where I should go first or whatever. That's not me. Whether it ends up being a fucking disaster because of the choices I've made or not, I do not care. What I care about is that my experience is purely mine. So the disclaimer is basically, do not spoil anything. Do not give me any helpful, friendly tips. I love you for wanting to give them to me. I don't want them. The only thing I want to hear from you in the comments is about your own Elden Ring experience. I have seen some things that did not spoil the game for me just because there was no context around it, but I just want to put that up front because it is this type of game. So I think those are the only disclaimers that I really needed to get out. Don't give me any help. Don't spoil anything for me, and know that this is not going to be like a regular long form series where I'm showing you everything that I'm doing in the game. Oh, I guess another disclaimer could be, if you are somebody who does not like these types of games, you're probably not going to want to watch this series, because despite the fact that I don't care if I, die a million times or if I miss something or whatever, it doesn't mean I'm not actually going to try. So I will be focused. I will be paying attention, like I said, to the lore, to the things I pick up, which might not be very fun for you, me being focused. Okay? So I think that's it for all the introductory rigmarole. Let's get into the game. I just want to do this. I feel like sometimes people care about what kind of options the game offers. Again, I'm on Xbox, so I don't know if the settings are going to be different on PC, but I just want to give you a quick glance at them. So it's got auto lock where it automatically locks onto the next enemy once one dies. For now, I'm going to turn that off. And also just auto-targeting in general. Manual attack aiming. It allows for manual control of aiming of large weapons when locked on. I'm going to leave that on just because I want to be able to get a feel for the game and for the way that, you know, my character moves and attacks and everything like that before allowing anything to happen automatically, if that makes sense. You got the camera settings, whatever. I'm leaving that all on normal. You've got camera auto wall recovery, which it says sets whether the camera automatically avoids walls. I'm going to leave that on. Also, this one, cinematic effects. It says it configures cinematic effects used during special attacks. I'm going to leave that on because I love anything cinematic. Then we've got display blood, so you can do off, on, or mild. I'm going to leave it on. Subtitles, just on or off. I'm going to leave on. The HUD is on, auto, and off. I don't know what the context will be for auto, so I'm just going to leave it on for now. Show tutorials, I'm going to leave it on. I don't know what, form they're going to take, if it's just going to be stuff coming up on the screen or what. Master volume is fine. What I did do here is I increased voice. I have every bit of faith in From Software that they are not going to have the same issue that a lot of indie games have, where they don't mix the audio down properly so you can't hear the fucking character speaking. But just in case, I'm turning voice up. Cross-region play, I'm leaving it on no matchmaking. Send summon sign. It says block your summon sign in worlds with adversaries present. I'm not interested in the multiplayer aspect of it, at least not now. Voice chat's restricted. I don't want to talk to anybody ever again. Display player names, I don't care. I'm going to leave it on character name. Launch setting, you can choose whether to launch the game in offline or online mode. Because I honestly don't want to play online with the multiplayer stuff anyway, I'm going to just leave that as play offline. I think that's just about it, guys. Without further ado, let's new gizzy. Okay, select character base. Vagabond, warrior, or hero. Again, I'm coming into this fresh, all right? I didn't play any of the Souls games, so all of the assumptions I'm making are just going to be from my vast experience playing RPGs, not my zero experience playing a From Software game. I like to move fast, so I want to have good stamina, good endurance, good dexterity. Profit. Oh, but their faith in arcane is pretty fucking high. And again, I'm going through this. I could cut this out, but I want you to see like what the options are as well, in case you're interested in that. Look at this man in the iron mask, Leonardo DiCaprio looking ass. They're not bad. The Confessor? They look like they're kind of well-rounded. This is like the character you start as in every fucking survival game where you have to punch a tree to get wood. The Confessor, the Samurai, and the Warrior are looking pretty decent to me. I think I'm gonna go with the Confessor. So let's start with Confessor. Please choose a body type. Is it just going in order of the screen? I guess I'll be the girl. Type B. Yeah. Haha, look at me. Young, age only affects appearance, has no bearing on ability. Well, I want to be a little mature, but I can't tell looking at you. How do I zoom in? Probably with the triggers, yes. I mean, look at your stupid face. I can't tell that you're mature. Oh, so those things on the bottom are like my starting gear. I see. Medallion inlaid with crimson amber increases max HP. The gold of grace shining in the eyes of the people of the lands between, used to gain many runes. So runes are they like souls, I'm guessing? Golden seed washed ashore from the lands between, said to reinforce sacred flasks. All right, so I guess the flasks, is that like, what was it called in Dark Souls? Esther? The ashes of small, diminutive golems. Ashes are said to hold spirits within. Fanged imp ashes. So is that something like that will let you summon things? Cracked pot. These strange cracked pots that somehow mend themselves. A container for certain thrown items. 2 stone keys shaped like swords. Breaks the seal on imp statues, but can only be used once. Bewitching branch. 5 sacred branches charged with beguiling power, said to originate from the demigod Miguela. 5 pieces of boiled prawn. Boosts physical damage negation. Okay. Shabran's woe. The crazed likeness of a noble whose eyes have been gouged out attracts enemies' aggression. You know what? Let's go with the Lands Between rune. I'm assuming this is a thing. The runes are what you use to level up, so I'm going to choose that. Fine. Choose base template. Most common face among the Tarnished. After all, they were all warriors once. Okay, so they're Tarnished. What does that say? The face of an austere pilgrim. There are many roads to truth. A regal face found among those who claim noble blood in the Lands Between. Face found among a proud and seclusive tribe of folk well-versed in ancient legends and heresies alike. Oh, a Nolvana, a face found among the hardy people of the unforgiving north. Some say they're descended from giants. The face of one who wanders the seas in search of their home in the Lands Between. A face from the faraway, isolated land of reeds where blood is a familiar sight. The stony face of the people of the ancient dragons, among whom life is typically short. The features of those known as night folk, few in number, they were said to bleed silver long ago. The face of the Newmen, supposed descendants of denizens of another world, long lived but seldom born. Alright, you know what, maybe I'm gonna go with the Truth Seeker because it's the one that looks most like me. Detailed appearance, alright. Now we get into it. Alright, I think I like mature voice 1. So I can do the face. Let's look at the bone structure. That looks kind of close to my face. Are we done now? Finish. Starting with this character, is that okay? Yep.
The fallen leaves tell a story. The great Elden Ring was shattered.
Okay.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between.
The Lands Between. All right.
Now, Queen Marika the Eternal is nowhere to be found. And in the night of the Black Knives, Godwyn the Golden was first to perish. Soon, Marika's offspring, demigods all, claimed the shards of the Elden Ring. The mad taint of their newfound strength triggered the shadow.
Oh, that's cool.
A war from which no lord arose. A war leading to abandonment by the greater will. Oh, rise now, ye tarnished, ye dead who yet live. The call of long-lost grace speaks to us all. Chieftain of the Badlands, the ever-brilliant Gold Mask. Fear, the deathbed companion, the loathsome dung-eater, and Sir Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing. and one other, whom grace would again bless.
'Tis me.
A tarnished of no renown. Cross the fog to the lands between, to stand before the Elden Ring and become the Elden Lord.
Huh. Interesting. Can I save? All right. Yeah, okay, so I'm sorry. What is happening? With the multiplayer menu, you can use various multiplayer items. If you set a group password, you'll be more likely to see messages, summon signs, bloodstains, phantoms, and so on from others using the same password. If you set multiplayer passwords, you'll only be matched with other players using the same password for most multiplayer features. However, multiplayer passwords do not apply to invasion multiplayer. Okay. I don't want anybody in my game. Status. All right, status menu. With the status menu, you can check your level, attributes, base stats, and more. The information shown here also reflects changes to your attack, defense, and resistances bestowed by armaments and armor that you've equipped. Why is close the menu button? Like, why is it not B? So, runes held, runes needed. 829, so I'm guessing that is to level up. Cool. Oh, sticking right through my cape, that is. So I've got my HP, 414, FP, equip load, 28 out of 48. Oh, so can you get over encumbered in this? Or does it just slow you down? Poise, is that something like a break limit or whatever? Like that somebody can stagger you? Discovery, 109, no idea what that would be. Memory slots, no idea what that would be. Okay, I guess I will learn what that is. Inventory. With the inventory menu, you can browse the items you're carrying, drop them on the ground, or throw them away. You can also use tools, show large image and explanation. The memory of first grace which once guided bygone Tarnished to the lands between. Lose all runes and return to last sight of grace visited. It is merely a cycle. Stand before the Elden Ring, become the Elden Lord. Okay, so this allows me to return to, I guess, wherever the last checkpoint is, the last site of grace. Urgent heal. Incantation of the Two Fingers Faithful heals a small amount of HP. This incantation can be cast while in motion. The Two Fingers has high hopes for the Tarnished that even if they should be wounded, even should they fall, they will continue to fight for their duty. Servants who once served the assassins of the Round Table Hold. Completely silence the footsteps of the caster. Additionally, reduce fall damage and the sound produced by falling. The sorcery can be cast while in motion or crouching. The assassin were charged with eliminating Tarnished, who had strayed from guidance. Alright, so these are my starting spells. It looks like those are in like memory slots. What does that mean? Like I can only know 2 spells? Alright, my sword. I've got a broadsword. Straight sword with a wide blade. The skill starts with a sword held level. Follow it with a normal attack to slash upwards through enemy's guard, or a strong attack to perform a running thrust. Oh, okay, so weapons have like their own special skills that you can do with them? That's cool. The Finger Seal. A sacred seal bestowed by Finger Maiden, which serves as a catalyst for casting sacred incantations. Oh! So is that why those other things said a 2-finger seal something or other? They must be memorized first at a site of grace, so that's why it says 2 memory slots. You have to memorize the incantation. Right now I can only have 2 memorized because I have 2 memory slots. And a sacred seal must be equipped to cast them. Blue crest heater. I thought that said hater shield. It's like, this is a shield for those haters. Skill parry, yes! Use a skill in time with a foe's melee attack to deflect it and break their stance. Provides an opening. I love parrying. It's very satisfying, depending on the sound design and, you know, the animation. I've got the Black Hood. for blending in with the darkness worn by church confessors. The churches outside the lands between, dedicated to the teachings of the two fingers, send confessors out to follow the guidance of grace. Cool, so that's my inventory. Then I can go specifically to equipment. That's great. Equipment menu. With the equipment menu, you can equip armaments, arrows, bolts, armor, talismans, and items. You can equip up to 3 armaments each to your left and right hands. The actions each armament perform will vary based on which hand is wielding it. Oh, that's interesting. Gestures. We've got a bow, a wave, jump for joy, point forwards, and a rallying cry. With the map menu, you can check your current position and terrain and buildings in the surrounding area. You can also freely place beacons of light to serve as landmarks as you explore. Lastly, through your map, you can select any site of grace that you've discovered and okay, so that's fast travel. However, there are some dungeons and other areas where this cannot be done. Well, I don't see nothing yet. All right, well. 'Tis I, Lady Obake, and this is me starting Elden Ring. So what have I got? What have I got here? Jumping. All right. B is a backward dodge. What if I'm pushing a directional button? Ah, what does Y do? Y is not doing anything right now. Oh no! I think I just wasted something. So I can do square off or parry. That's how I use my thing. Oh, and that's like a supercharged attack? Okay. What is this? See, there's still a message here. Though the path be broken and uncertain, claim your place as Elden Lord. Is this like a real message or is this something somebody left? That's cool that you can switch actions. So I guess if you're hovering over more than one thing, you don't do the thing you don't mean to do. All right, well, Tarnished, wizened finger. Okay, what is this? Used to write messages to other worlds. Oh, okay. Let's see what there is to see. Oh, this is beautiful already. Chapel of Anticipation. This is beautiful. Whoa. Let's just look around, guys. I'm going to take all of this in. So this is the chapel I start in, the Chapel of Anticipation. Got it. Look at that. That's fucking cool. I love trees. And I love massive glowing things. So you give me a massive glowing tree and like I'm happy, you know? Anything around here? Open. The door is blocked shut. Is there a way to get in there from here? Any kind of secret openings or something? Anything behind these shelves? No. All right. That's very satisfying, even though I don't feel like I'm finding anything. So this is the stuff I'm going to share with you guys, is how things look. You know, any locations I find. Anything over there? No. That looks like a good way for me to just fall off and die for no reason. Let's cross this bridge and hope that it's stable. Imagine living in a place where you're just so high up that if you just walk off your path, you'd fall to your death. And not an immediate death, you know, not a good death. A very bad, long death where you probably die of a heart attack before you hit the bottom. So this looks like a place where I might have to fight something, because obviously it's a Souls game. Again, I don't care if I die from fighting something, I just don't want to be caught unawares. What is my stamina? Oh god. Because I don't see either the blue or the green going down, so does this not consume stamina or anything? I don't know. Okay. Hello, statue. Oh, what? 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 Grafted scion? Okay. No, well, I don't. All right, well, I guess we're in it. All right, so let's practice blocking. I said let me practice blocking. Oh, okay. Wait. See, I don't know what the difference is between this and... Oh. What the fuck is going on? What is happening? Was that supposed to happen, or is this just, like, is this one of those situations where, like, they expect you to die and that's the start of the game, but once you actually know the game, you can defeat that boss? Is that what that is? I'm assuming. Oh, hey, horsey. Horsey, you have horns? Why?
Don't worry, Torrent. Fortune is on her side.
Who are you?
We found her here after all. One of her kind is sure to seek the Elden Ring. Even if it does violate the Golden Order.
What is the Golden Order? Explain. But yeah, when I hit the left bumper to just put the shield up, I do think she took that one hit before then the second hit killed her. The Flask of Crimson Tears. Okay, Flask of Cerulean Tears. I'm very happy that they use the word cerulean. It's a word I don't hear often. All right, so this is the Stranded Graveyard. Can I zoom in? Right stick? Oh, that is as zoomed in as it goes. Early day. Is there a day-night cycle? That's dope. All right, so what is this stuff that I got? Restores HP. Okay, so how do I use them? I don't want to accidentally use them right now, but I do want to learn how to use them. Oh, I see. See, I'm learning, guys. I'm learning how to do this. And this is the only way I'll remember it. But let me just look at the controls here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it says left trigger is for skill. And since parrying is a skill of the shield, that does mean that I can't parry just by guarding. All right, fine. Cave of Knowledge lies. I don't care about these messages. Oh. Hello, you a ghost? Hello. Brave Tarnished, take the plunge of learning and remembrance. Recall the arts of war and your warrior's blood. You go down there. Oh, that's not so bad. I thought it was like an endless pit, and I was like, I'm not jumping down an endless pit, but there's stuff there. Okay, well, I'll do that, but I want to look around first, if you don't mind. What's that up there? I see a light. Hopefully it won't lock me in anything, and then I'll jump into the hole. Why not? You only live once, or in the video game, you live lots of times. Is there a way I can jump that won't hurt me? Oh, like right here. Okay. Using items. Use items, switch items. Yep, I figured that out. Is there fall damage? I don't know. That's another question I usually have at the start of a game. What's that that's all glimmery? Sights of Grace. Oh, okay, Sights of Grace. Resting in a Sight of Grace will restore your HP. I really wish I could make the font bigger simply because I'm on my Xbox. And you guys know that I'm a little far from my TV when I'm on my Xbox, so it's just hard for me to read things. Resting in a Sight of Grace will restore your HP, FP, whatever that is, my fuck points, and cleanse any status ailments. Great. It'll also refill your sacred flasks. However, most of the enemies you defeated will be revived. Okay, so that's like the bonfires in Dark Souls? You can find sites of grace by going where light converges. So, there are no enemies, so let's do it. Now, rest. Oh, so then I can just do things. Okay. I can pass time. Allocating flask uses. Let me get closer. You have a set total of maximum flask uses. You can decide how many of those are used for HP. Oh, that's cool. So it looked like I had 3 assigned to HP and 1 assigned to the FP. So you can actually balance that. That's dope. Let's have you be equals, my friend. Okay. Memorize spell. Memorize spell menus. With the memorize spells menu, you can memorize sorceries and incantations. You must have a staff equipped to cast sorceries or a sacred seal equipped to cast incantations. Okay, so sorceries are for staffs, incantations are for seals. Casting sorceries and incantations consumes FP, so that is like magic points. Or is it like faith points? Is that what it is? FP? Since there's like a faith stat? Your memory slots determine the number of sorceries and incantations you can memorize. You can increase your memory slots by obtaining a memory stone. Okay. With this menu, you can place items that you're carrying into the chest for storage or take stored items out of the chest. If you're already carrying the maximum number of items, when you pick up a new item, it'll be stored in the chest automatically. Oh, that's cool. So you don't have to worry about like, oh shit, I really want to take this weapon I found, but I'm carrying too much stuff, so I guess I'll come back for it. It'll just automatically go to the chest and you can pick it up when you get to another site of grace. That's super duper dope. I'm learning all kinds of things. Oh. Hello. Oh, this locks on to a target as well. Blink, blank, blunk, blink. All right. So let's practice with you, sir. I'm not going to assume you're weak because I don't assume anything in this game is weak. All right. Right hand and two-handed armament. Hello, sir. Sir. Sir! Oh. You can memorize them. You also have a staff equipped. Well, I don't. So I guess that's just for if somebody maybe chose a build where they start with that. Okay. So this is a little tutorial area. Got it. Much appreciated. Whoosh. Use an armament in your left hand or both hands to guard against incoming attacks. Guarding consumes stamina. If your stamina runs out, your guard will be broken. Okay. So this way I can see what the stamina bar is, and none are moving. All right, come here. I want to see if I can parry you. No. I'm fine taking damage. I just want to see what parry feels like. Oh, okay. No, that's... Oh, there we go. I did it. All right. So I just wanted to understand the timing of the parry. So that's fine for that. And then if I want to drink from the flask, I can go glug, glug, glug. Let's see how quickly that happens. Oh, that's fast. Okay. This is all just me learning. Oh, you can avoid enemy attacks with a dodge. Yeah. And already, the combat in this feels so much more connected than it did in like Mortal Shell. I don't know if any of my patrons actually watched me play that. I only did 2 episodes of it just because I wanted to explore what that game was like. But that was one of the things I complained about, was like the combat did not feel good. I felt disconnected from my character, and I felt like the range of the weapons was disconnected from where it actually lands. So it just all felt very disjointed. This does not. This feels fantastic. Also, I'm playing Dead Space over there on Patreon. I am having a blast. Oh, I can dash. Hold. Hey, sir! I was reading. What? That's not a dash. What? In every corner of the lands between, you'll find fruits and flowers, mushrooms and butterflies, and various other useful materials. These materials can be used for crafting. Cool. Well, give them to me. Yampa-nampa. Wielding armaments. Each hand can be equipped with up to 3 armaments, allowing you to toggle between them. They can also be two-handed, making attacks more difficult to repel with shields and boosting effective strength. All right, so switch right hand armament. Wield with 2 hands. Y and then either the left or right bumper. Okay, so... Sir, wait a minute. I'm trying to practice. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'm trying to do what it said. Put this away. Then Y and this. Oh, okay. I get it. And then how do I go back? Y and that. All right. I saw that coming, but that's fine. So that breaks his attack. But then I can't, can I still guard? But my guard is going to be less effective than with the shield. Oh. Oh, I mean, it's still... Oh, what is that I just did? Oh. That's cool. That's my ability? All right. That's dope. So what does it look like when I'm one-handed? Oh, I see. Because this doesn't have a skill. It defaults to the skill of my weapon. All right, well, what does Urgent Heal do? How do I cast that? That's not what I wanted to do. While locked onto a target, changes target. Okay. Well, it's good to know that direction matters. And this is going to be like a ranged attack tutorial, probably. Oh my god, I'm gonna fall off! Oh. Oh, sir. Can I rummage through your body? So I don't know how to cast my things because I see that they light up when I equip the seal. So I understand that that has to be there, but then it doesn't tell me like what to push. I'll touch up on it later. Anything else? Skills. All right, they have special skills, right? Skills are highly varied and range from powerful attacks, right? Using the skill consumes my FP. I got it. So it looks like the FP is the blue, which makes sense. Mostly magic things are blue. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, so I can't turn. It has to be where I'm facing, I guess, when I go into the stance. Crouching. Crouch to make it harder for enemies to discover you, especially effective in tall grass. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Can I do a takedown just because I'm in the tall grass? Doesn't mean I'm gonna spare your ass. I still wanna kill you. Hiya! Okay. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello. Stance breaking. Some attacks break an enemy's stance. All right, charge attacks and jump attacks make it particularly easy. All right. Got it. Understood, game. I'm learning all the things. Stakes of Marika. Upon dying, you'll be revived at the last site of grace that you visited. However, If there's a steak of Marika near where you died, you can have that with some fries. Oh. What's this spookalookum-a-lookums? Let's go, lady. Let's traverse the mist. Ooh. Soldier of Godric. Okay, well... we're gonna do this first. You can perform a counterattack immediately after blocking an enemy attack. Got it. Oh, fuck, I meant it. I could have just killed him there, but I didn't want to get stuck in that corner. So, I took that damage for absolutely no reason. But I got scared from that because I always get scared whenever I'm fighting something in a corner. I'm afraid that A, the camera's going to do something weird, and B, that I'm not going to be able to move because I got stuck in something. Anything in here to touch, to take, to do anything with? No. Okay. Also, because I'm playing this on Xbox, you know, the graphics are not going to do the game justice. I'm sure it's absolutely gorgeous on PC and on next gen. But, you know what? My little Xbox One it's doing good for me right now. What's that? Oh, that's where I came in. Oh, was this the light where I was like, what is this? New strength. I think I've learned all there is to learn. Again, is there fall damage? No. Thank you so much, Mr. Ghosty. Can I talk to you again now that I've been through? Well, I already did that. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, and good day. Where am I? Where I be? Hey, it's a sight of grace. And then we shall rest. Use stone sword key? I don't have that though, I thought. Cooperative multiplayer. Use tarnished furled finger to write gold summon sign. Cooperative multiplayer will begin once you summon by a player from another world. I don't care. Assuming this goes up. Ah. Up we go. Yo 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 yo. Where am I? Where am I? Open. Oh. Oh my god. I'm in Limgrave and it's gorgeous. Hey, that's where I was. Up there? Or did I make that up? So this is Limgrave. Okay. So I've got the one at the Stranded Graveyard, the one at the Cave of Knowledge. All right, so now that we're here, I'm gonna leave this because I wanted this episode to just be showing the intro to the game. And I'm assuming that this is like when the game is really gonna begin. We've done the tutorial and everything like that. So the next episode I post, I will pick up from here, all right? And we'll just continue and like we'll explore the world a little bit together. But I'm so excited already. I love how everything looks and I can't wait to discover all the things there are to discover in Elden Ring. If you do watch this, thank you so much. If you decide to like it, thank you so much. And if you want more of anything on my channel, if you just want to support me, if you want to see me grow in 2022, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel, support me on Patreon at the $1 tier or higher, and I'll be back very soon with another episode of Elden Ring.